Most of you guys may know that I use a different variety of mouse pads all the time due to me reviewing a lot of them, and I have a lot of them now and they're kind of all the same. Some might be a bit more designed for speed, designed for more control, or hybrid, but I've never tried a hard pad before. Now you might be wondering what the hell is a hard mouse pad, and it can vary. They're usually just solid pieces of plastic or just very not as soft as a usual mouse pad, and that's kind of like what we have here today, but they can vary. A good example of a really hard pad is a sky pad, which is basically made out of glass, and I don't think glass is going to be soft. So why would you actually want a hard pad? Well, for some people you actually want more speed, and a cloth mouse pad or soft material mouse pad can only get you so far with speed. So you go to the next best thing, which is a hard pad. So the surface is actually the same all around and can provide a lot more smoother experience. But there are some disadvantages when it comes to that. Now, some disadvantages that come with it is that 1, you might not be able to roll up the mouse pad. 2, it doesn't have stitch edging, so personal preference, you might have to wear an arm sleeve to stop a little bit of scratchiness. And overall, it's not as common used. Materials can be a bit weird, and sometimes they just wear down your mouse skates faster. What are some advantages of this hard style mouse pad? Well, actually the speed is a big factor, and also the thinness. A lot of these hard pads can be very thin since it's not adding a bunch of layers of fabric and weaving on top of it. So if you have a minimal setup and you want something that's basically invisible, this is pretty good. Now the speed is really good when paired with PTFE skates like on most mouse provided these days, but if you use glass skates, it can wear down both the pad and the skates faster. So you might want to stick with glass skates and cloth while PTFE and hard pad. Now if you have a super light mouse with PTFE feet, you can notice that it is very fast. If you spin your mouse while it does this, it can go for a while, and it's really fun. You get addicted to it. I currently use a G Pro on it, and I spin it every time I'm in a game because I just can without any effort. Now the Wuxiang 2, I think that's how I'm pronouncing it, I can't really find a way to check, is a film hard pad, which, well, I call it that. It has a film on top of the surface, which is a plastic surface with a rainbow pearl film, which gives it its speedy texture, and sometimes it can actually, once you wear it in, actually speed up, which is a bit weird, but it's a benefit, and overall you'll still have speediness since day 1 you got it, even if it's 2 years down the line, hopefully. We haven't gotten to that point yet, but it's very durable so far. I've used multiple mice on this, like the Katana Superlight, a ZA13, and G Pro, and none of the skates have worn down within 2 weeks. It's been perfect. It's brand new. Another thing about it is that once you lay it down flat, it does stay flat and it doesn't really move because it's a 3mm thick rubber base and it's densely natural foam type stuff. It doesn't move. As long as it doesn't move, to me, it's fine. It doesn't really, you don't really notice it. Once you do lay it flat down though, you will start to feel a few bumps. Just flatten them out, put a book on top of it, and within like an hour or 2, it's usually gone. Another thing you might want to know about this is that dust can actually affect it. Since it's a hard pad and it's a hard surface, you will feel the dust, so you might have to wipe it down every day if you want the consistent performance. But if you have a really dusty room, you shouldn't be using this, but just make sure you wipe it down. Now, why I said about hard pads not being able to be bent or rolled up is kind of a lie, but at the same time it's not. Like the sky pad, it's glass and that is not bendable whatsoever. If you bend it, it's gonna shatter. But with this, you technically can roll up, but don't roll it any other way than it came in the box, because then you might damage the film and surface. And I don't think you want that on this pad, especially after you just bought it. Now this actually, I love this film. It's really cool to look at, especially when I shine a light on it. Since it's called a rainbow pearl, I expected a rainbow shine effect, and it's definitely there. You won't notice it all the time, but if you have a lot of lights in your environment, you might see it from time to time when you look at it and just slightly move. It's a really cool effect, and it definitely helps with the speed because the film will last a long time as long as you treat it right. Don't use glass skates, and make sure to use PTFE skates, and it won't wear down because putting glass skates on a harder surface, it just creates a lot of friction that will wear it down. It might be speedy for a bit, but it'll wear down quickly. Now comparing this to a speed pad that I've used before, like the Grandmaster SE, it's two different worlds. Meanwhile, the Grandmaster SE can be used with glass skates, and it's still pretty fast because it uses a nylon hybrid cloth type thing. This beats, like, punches it out of the water. It's amazing. It's two different levels. You have a cloth speed pad that is basically kind of hybrid because it's only so fast it can go, versus this where it literally will fly once you tap your mouse. It's completely different and it's amazing. These mouse pads actually come in 4 designs. I'm using the US Tiger one, but you can get them in 3 other designs. They're the same material, same film, but you know, different design for different setups, different themes, etc. But all the same overall, just different design. Overall, if you do want a hard pad to start off with and get into this little different genre or type of mouse pad, I recommend this as your starter because overall it's amazing. It will last you a long time and it's a good jump starter, I guess, to hard pads before you spend $100 on a sky pad. And you probably will want to stick with this unless you somehow wear it down quickly. Honestly, this is probably going to be my main pad for playing Siege because with that game you have to do quick 180s to find someone behind you or something, and this is perfect for that. I don't have to change my sense anymore. It's super quick and I think it'll stay my main for a while until something can beat it. And I'm hearing that they already have another one coming out, so I guess we have to find out when that comes out. So I do recommend this. If you want a hard pad to start off with, definitely go get it. I have a link in the description. That's an affiliate link. It supports me. And if you want to check out some of the cloth pads I talked about, you can go watch some videos or even look at the page below. Thank you guys for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, comment what you thought about this or what you want me to do next. And yeah, have a great day, guys. I will see you guys next time.